Spiro has been in Africa now for almost 4 years. We are the leaders in terms of electric mobility transformation. Even if you talk about Rwanda, we are currently the market leaders with more than 15,000 bikes already running on the road. And we have more than 700 live stations across the 30 districts of Rwanda. Majorly, of course, in Kigali, which has more than 50% of our stations. And in terms of the bikes, you can say that about 75 to 80% is in and around Kigali. Upcountry market is growing. However, as a part of our expansion, we wanted to set up the infrastructure and then pump in the bikes so that it becomes convenient for anyone who's purchasing to not think about whether the charging is there, whether the swapping will happen or no.
Radiant Insurance Company recognizes that e-mobility is our national development opportunity. It's not just transport. Our role as an insurer is to enable adoption, reduce risk, and build confidence. Our partnership with Spiro demonstrates this commitment.
When we started our operations in Rwanda, if I talk about, before we put the first bike on the road, we had 20 stations within Kigali which was live. And as we speak now, when we have 15,000 bikes which are there, we have 700 stations which are more than enough to manage not only this 15,000 but also as the number grows. For the riders to do the swapping, anyone can move. We have some of our riders who are coming from Nyagatare all the way to Kigali without any problem because they can do the swapping in between as well.
As Radiant, we have 87 branches across Rwanda, supported by 200 agents. We also have a digital platform to make sure that our services are easily accessible. Our claim processes are very easy and transparent to keep riders protected at all times. And our goal is to make insurance accessible, affordable, and responsive to accelerate e-mobility adoption.
You know, one of the key points that I keep on mentioning every time when our discussion comes about how we are growing in Rwanda especially, it's based on the favorable conditions which are already existing, where the government has a well laid down policy in terms of electric transformation and the ease of mobility or mobilizing your business has already been a well laid policy. So that helped us, that encouraged us to come to this country, and that is how we are expanding now. So we work closely with the government organizations including RURA, Mininfra, Minicom, and because we have different lines of our business. So our business does not get limited of only selling bikes or network. We have the other aspects of having partnerships where budding entrepreneurs are able to join us in this expansion. We have dealers who are taking bikes from us and selling. We have partners who are managing our swap stations. And we have after sales as well, where someone who has a garage, they can get certification from Spiro, where they can also service the bikes of Spiro when they reach in different parts of the city and also the country.
Radiant Insurance Company has tailored electric motorbikes. We cover riders, passengers, we cover third party, we cover battery, risks, and stock. We also designed a solution for motorcycle riders to save, slowly. This solution is called Gache Gache. It's not a product, it's a facilitation to be sure that they save at their convenience. They can save every day, they can save every hour, depending on how the income flows in. We did this to make sure that we reduce the burden of them, paying the whole sum of money at the end of the year, which was really very hard. So we helped them to save slowly and use their savings to buy insurance. We designed 3 installments for them, to make it easier for them to pay insurance premiums. So we did all these solutions and we did all these arrangements to make sure that electric motorcycle riders or even owners are able, to access our services easily and are able, to enjoy all our services that we give across the country.
We have our own garage where we do the servicing. However, when you talk about a bike, there are a lot of aspects of the repair works which are more on the nature of running repairs. Currently, we have more than 50 such partner garages all across Rwanda, majorly in Kigali, of course. But by the end of this year, we'll be crossing 100, and in the first quarter of 2026, we will reach this number to somewhere around 200, 250.
It's Rwanda's climate goal to go green. We are going green economy. So we see electric motorcycles, bridging the gap between, where we've been and the safer economy that we are moving into. Again, these electric bikes are quieter, leading to a better urban environment. They don't shout, they don't make noise like these other motorcycles that we are used to. And these bikes are affordable, which I think will boost adoption.
We started with 2 people. That was in 2022 in December, and currently happy to mention that we are nearing 1,100 employees in different verticals of our business. So when I say different verticals, we have the team members who are working outside key roles in the office. We have at the swapping stations, we have at the plant operation. Maybe another aspect which we have done is we have an assembly plant over here, which has a capacity to build 25,000 bikes in a year in the first phase. So we have more than 300 Rwandans who are working over there, who are building that bike from scratch to assembling it completely.
E-motor taxi has created jobs. Recently, we visited Spiro, and we saw how people are putting, these bikes together from scratch. And I was happy actually to see a lot of ladies in that factory. And they put everything together from scratch until the motor is ready to be driven on the road. So we see, a lot of jobs created for, of course, riders, those people that do assembly, and battery technicians. Even those that are on charging stations, because we've seen different charging stations in different areas. Even as Radiant have recruited staff specifically for e-motor bikes. So we see, e-mobility is, bringing in job creation. And also, we also see low operation costs. Riders keep more income, as we know fuel has been very expensive. When you compare fuel and charging, really there is a big difference. So if a person could or was buying a fuel of 10,000 a day, now they can charge for example, 2,000, which is really a very good thing. And e-mobility is a youth-driven sector, which is boosting households' incomes. So we are seeing incomes improve, and we shall see them improving better in the near future.
We're having a lot of local vendors who are helping us in make our bike accessories, set up our swapping stations. Many of them are also becoming mini budding entrepreneurs. If I give you some success stories, there are some riders who started with 1 bike, are currently having a fleet of 10 bikes with themselves. So they are the ones who have probably given it to their friends, their family members, and they're able to sort of expand their business from just doing it with 1 person in the family.
Radiant, we see e-motorcycles transforming motor insurance designs. So we have to make sure that we design solutions that really fit these e-mobility motorcycles. And this will call also for data-driven and differentiated pricing models. Radiant is already innovating ahead of this shift. We are trying to make sure that even batteries are covered, their stocks are covered. We have those solutions already on board, and we're extending them to all the companies that offer e-mobility, and of course Spiro included.
As we are growing, this industry as a whole is in the learning curve. The much that we have expertise in terms of what we are imparting the training, for a lot of riders, sometimes, let's say if I have a bike, I've been trained by Spiro to ride this bike, but I give it to my brother. Maybe he would not have that complete knowledge, which I am giving it to him. So what we are doing now is, we are having recurring trainings at our different stations, at our different places, like in office, showroom, at the plant, at the service warehouse, at major swap stations, where we will be giving them trainings again and again, talking about the basic features of the bikes and how they can maintain to increase the life of the bike. Sometimes what happens is, there are some challenges which can be negated which can be like, sort of solved if we impart more education to them. So a lot of educative tutorials is something that we are working on to make sure that the messaging is going proper, and if there are some challenges still, we are able to mitigate them by talking to them, by resolving in the most best possible way.
We have a full digital journey. Motorcycle riders or even motor vehicle riders can onboard their motors and they can pay premiums, they can lodge claims, track claims, and we see riders receive quick claim responses and easier payments. Also, we are able to extract data which helps us to understand riders' behavior and accident patterns. Technology and data enable proper pricing. So since we have a solution already on board, we hope to, after getting real data, we shall reprice this product and make sure they have better premiums.
Our bikes are 100% electric, and every kilometer that is run is saving the fuel which would have been used instead of an electric bike. So on an average, if you see a rider is running about 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers in a month. So we have 15,000 bikes. That itself has a huge kilometer run which is happening through a clean energy instead of the emission of CO2. So this commitment keeps on increasing. As we move ahead, we are going to get more solutions. The good thing about Rwanda is we have enough electricity already produced, and it is majorly hydro, so you do not have a lot of impact on that, but we will still be having solar energy utilized for charging our stations to ensure that we have a mix as we are growing in numbers. Currently, yes, we are able to suffice with the electricity which is available, but moving ahead we will have those solutions coming in which will further have a better impact in terms of having the CO2 emissions or any other emissions which contributes to the climatic conditions are reduced further.
Yeah, Radiant, we are looking on designing many more solutions for the e-mobility sector. And we are preparing through innovation, smarter pricing via technology, and strong partnership while aligning with the national and regional e-mobility ambitions.
This year itself, we are around 15,000. We will end the year somewhere around 20,000 bikes, which are put in, let's say, Rwanda. Next year, we plan to have more than double of that numbers to be expanded. Especially, we are going to target the upcountry markets as well. Now that we have the infrastructure, we have seen a good demand coming in from upcountry as well. One of the challenge in the upcountry markets were that you didn't have products which are electric, and also the infrastructure was a stoppage. However, we have the infrastructure over there now. We will start pumping in more bikes, which will be, of course, our bikes are affordable, and they're not only for purchase but also for running. So that will add on to their savings, and they can then further contribute to the economy as a whole. And in terms of network expansion, we will continue to grow. And in terms of job creations, as I said, we are somewhere around 1,100 now. 2026, this is going to maybe grow 1.2x, so we will be somewhere around in between 2,000 to 2,500 direct indirect jobs which will be created, and this phase will continue. The other aspect is we have a bike assembly line which is there right now. This will add a motor assembly line as well. And then moving forward, we will have a battery assembly line as well. All these things are phased wise as we are moving deeper into, let's say, next year in 2026, which will help us further localize and make our services affordable. At the same time, it is reliable as well.
I call upon the public to trust us. Those who own motorcycles, whether electric, non-electric, trust us, come to us. We give you a very better service and, of course, a very good premium. So as Radiant, our motto is a promise is a promise. Whatever we promise to our clients, we make sure that we fulfill that promise. So please come to us. Not only motorcycles, we insure a lot of things. We have health insurance, we have property insurance, we have marine, we have so many things that they can actually come and we offer. Even these motorbikes, we know some companies are still giving them on loans, and they partner with banks to go and get money, then they can pay for these motorcycles. And Radiant, we can give them loan protection insurance, whereby we protect the loans that are offered. And then in case of death, in case of total permanent disability, in case of, loss of income, critical illness, even retrenchment. People can be retrenched at their work, and they had, got a loan from any financial institutions. So Radiant is here to cover that loss, so that the families can keep, keep their standards, don't lose anything, and we compensate in real time.
The only thing is, again, I will break it down by thanking two of the main contributors who have helped us grow in Rwanda. One is, of course, the government, which I mentioned in terms of their policy making. Second is for our riders who have relied on us, and they are continuing to take our services and grow. And what we can assure is that Spiro is already the market leader and will continue to grow. At the same time, we'll also provide quality services, which is not only going to bring more better products, but at the same time, it is going to be reliable, and it'll be a better livelihood, which we can contribute not only for one section, but it is a multi-section where we are trying to create an ecosystem which is going to keep on building. It is not going to get limited only on bike sales, but we are talking about an ecosystem of electric transformation, which I believe is in line with the government's agenda as well. So we will continue to contribute and work towards it.
We see our future with Spiro, very positive. We see a very positive collaboration. Spiro brings scale, and we also bring protection. So together we are building a safer, reliable ecosystem of e-motor riders. We are expanding covers at batteries, income protection, and data-driven pricing. Our partnership is expected to deepen as the e-mobility sector continues to grow.